Hey guys, so today I'm going to take a quick little overview slash review of the Sony PSPgo. So a system that got a lot of hate when it came out. I did not get it new, I bought it used. When I go to work, I'm pretty much on the train to work and back a good 30-40 minutes there and back, plus breaks at work and stuff. And I thought, well, a nice little portable system would be kind of fun. You know, it does. You can get PS1 games and stuff for it off the Sony store, so I thought it'd be nice, a little smaller than a DS, which I have. So I kind of alternate. Since I was kind of going back and forth, I didn't want to carry a lot of discs or anything with me, so I didn't really want a full size PSP. So I thought, well, you know what, this should work. It's nice, compact, can do a lot of stuff for me. So I picked it up, and I've been pretty happy with it. So I thought I'd just kind of go over a little bit here. And of course, there's the game stand from Kid Icarus for the 3DS, which is very handy. So anyway, just looking at the system itself, of course, it's dominated up front with a very reflective, there's my light, screen. Right through there, you got your two speakers up here, and you've got your Wi-Fi and Bluetooth lights up here. There's your PlayStation button. That's pretty much it. Underneath here, we got a headphone jack and the docking slash charging port. Got your power hold button, your right trigger. Alright, we got the button here that lets you swap screens, your volume rocker, and I would assume that's mute, because to be honest with you, I don't think I've ever used that button. I got it used at GameStop, so I did not get a instruction manual, but probably the mute. I would assume it's got a little musical note on there. If you know what that is, let me know in the comments. So we got our left button there, got our memory stick slot, and the wireless rocker on off. And of course, you got a little light there for being active, and a little light there for power. The back is just a nice reflective PSP logo, Sony, and it's got a couple little rubber strips there. Not too bad. So the system itself, let me zoom in here a little bit, as you may or may not be aware, slides open. And then down here, of course, you've got your D-pad, your little nubby stick, select and start, and of course your four main buttons. And then you've got your screen here. So there it is, looking open. I think it's a very nice, sleek, sexy looking little system. So I'm just going to kind of go in here, maybe start a game, go through a few minutes here and there, just kind of give you an idea of how it runs and how it does. And let's get the light off here. Okay, killed my main light here. See, this one I'm just going to hold up here so we can get a little better shot. Okay. And you see here the crossbar media center here. Let's see, maybe if I do it this way, I can get a little better video. It's very similar to your, PS3. Pretty standard Sony setup here for a while. My battery's pretty low, so I guess I'll have to make sure I'm quick. But anyway, system storage, save data, remote play, the PlayStation Network if you want to get onto it. Pretty much I found any kind of online functionality, websites, PlayStation Store, that thing, it's just painful. Well, we're getting some kind of weird artifacting there on the screen. Let's go back a little bit. There we go. Memory sticks, of course, video, music, photos, your usual settings, the fun stuff. But we'll look at games here. See, we got the internal storage here, which you start with 14 gig. And then because everything was clearancing out, I got a memory stick pretty cheap. So I've got 14 gig and then 8 gig of memory card, so it's not too bad for a little portable. So on the memory stick here, I've got Valhalla Knights, Darkstalker Chronicle, Wild Arms, and Final Fantasy VII. Now the PS1 games I bought off the store. These two I believe are both demos, so they'll probably expire at some point. But you know what, while we're there, let's look at Darkstalkers here just to show you how quick the game comes up. How quick the game runs, everything like that. The screen is bright and clear. I don't think it's really coming across very well on video. So you know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kill the overhead light and see if that helps any. Okay, so we're back here. I've killed the overhead light, hoping that's going to help here. So you can see here's the intro for Darkstalkers. Let's get into the game here. So you can see it runs pretty quick. I always think it's funny when download only games have loading times. It just seems like it should go a lot quicker, but well, let's try Darkstalkers 3. It's kind of nice. This one comes with all 3 games on here, so I'm just going to pick a character just for a few seconds here, just so you can kind of see what it looks like. Maybe we'll try a different game. Those lines on the screen are not on the system itself. That's just the camera. You can see it plays very well. It's very responsive. No slowdown. Alright, so let's get moving on here. You just hit the PlayStation button, quit the game. Pop back. Alright. So it's on the main storage here. That's where I keep most of my games here. See, Metal Slug, God Eater Burst, Persona 3, Genesis Collection, which if you don't have, it's a very awesome collection of Genesis games. Let's see, Mega Man X, Angry Birds, which is funny. There's a lot of slowdown in Angry Birds. I get the physics, I guess, are hard for it to deal with. Need for Speed. Let's look at Need for Speed. Again, I'm kind of zoomed in a little bit to get a good shot of the screen to have it fill up the camera view here, and any kind of lines or anything like that showing on the screen, those are not on the system. That's all the camera picking up here. Just, I don't know why. See, the video quality is very nice in the games. See if we can just do a quick race real quick here. Just to kind of give you a look here. The screen is gorgeous. It's small. You know, I want to say it's maybe a 4-inch screen. Similar to the size of a 3rd generation iPod Touch, I would say, for screen size. Now, because I have it on the stand here to try and hold it steady so you have a decent view of this, I can't use the nub stick to drive, so I'm using the D-pad, so forgive me here if my driving sucks. Kind of give you an idea what to look for here, just how it plays. You can see it plays very well. There's no slowdown. Can't say I've ever noticed very much draw in the distance or fog. It does very well playing PSP games. Uh-oh. Busted. Alright, let's quit out of this one. And then what I want to show you is a PS1 game running on the PSPgo here. And again, those dots in the center of the screen, that's not on the system. That's just the camera picking something up. Because if I lay it flat, you can see the system, screens pretty well. So if we go back into storage here, and we showed all these. So what I'm going to do is go up, and let's start Final Fantasy VII, just to give you an idea what it looks like. PS1 games look very, very good on here. So the screen's very vibrant. The colors are really nice on it. Give this a second here to show off the intro. And we'll just start up the game real quick. Now it's funny, on the PS1 I actually beat this game, and when I was replaying it, it was kind of funny because X does not select. I think it's circle that actually selects, and it's backwards from like any modern Sony game. But here you go. See, we're running around. And you have plenty of options when you go into a PS1 game. You hit the PlayStation button here. You can actually switch discs, controller settings, remap your buttons, set it so the actual thumbstick there will work with it, mess with your memory card, the manual if you need it, which is pretty cool. And it does have everything you need on here. Looks like the original manual. So, pretty cool, but it's funny when you're in that menu, circle backs up like normal, but when you're actually playing the game, X is back and circle selects. So it can throw you a little bit. As you see, it looks pretty well. Plays pretty well. So, there you go. I just wanted to kind of give you a quick overview and look at the PSPgo. So I'm going to get the lights back on here. Okay. So there you go. Nice little system. I've been happy with it. Like I said, the only thing I guess I would complain about is if you look at it from the side here, it's very thin, and I have smallish hands, but it gets can be a little kind of tight there. So I have this armor that you slide it into here, and that adds a little bit of bulk to it. So when I've got it in here, my preferred method of playing is to have it in here. Now this opened up, and then with this armor on, it adds some bulk and some spacing to it. And then it's a little more comfortable to play long term. So there you go. I mean, if you have a PSP, you have a big library, you know, probably don't really need this. But, you know, if you're going to be traveling a lot and you just want to have games with you and can play, the battery on this actually lasts pretty well. It has a great standby, just like the original. And it works well for that, you know, kind of purpose. You know, there's still some decent downloadable games on the PlayStation Store you can get, and on occasion, believe it or not, a free PSP game still comes through if you're a member of PlayStation Plus. So, well worth it. So, there you go. There's my quick look at the PSPgo. I would recommend it if like I said, if you have the situation I was talking about. So, thank you for watching. Remember to like, comment, or subscribe. And we'll see you again soon. Thanks for watching.